Okay, so good day. This is Engineer Rex again, and for this part 2 of the Ultimate Strength Design, we're going to solve an example problem in singly reinforced rectangular beam. So example, so for a singly reinforced rectangular beam shown, if FC prime is 25 megapascal and Fy is 400 megapascal and use 491 millimeters squared for each area of steel reinforcement. So yung area ng steel reinforcement raw natin ay sinabi na doon sa problem no, na ang gamitin daw natin na value ay 491. Pero kung hindi binigay sa problem, you can use the conventional way na area ng 25 diameter is pi over 4 d squared. So 25 squared. So 490.87 millimeters squared yan, no? So halos hindi naman nagkakalayo. Kasi dito sa problem kasi ay in-state na ang gamiting ito ay area ng 25 millimeter diameter, no? So determine the following ultimate moment capacity. So sa number 1, ang tinatanong is yung VMN, no? Okay, so investigation yung BNC, check lang kung safe or unsafe. So ang mangyayari dito sa BNC, we have to compare that PMN should be greater than or equal to MU yung atin. Ito yung magiging MU natin, MU to. Okay, pag na-compute na natin, then determine the safe live load that could carry if concrete unit weight. So binigay yung concrete unit weight na 23.6 ang gamitin daw. Kilonewton per cubic meter. So, syempre, pagka hindi rin sinabi sa problem, automatic yan na simply supported beam tapos uniform load lang ang kinikerry. Na? So, kumbaga, ganito lang siya. With span L. So dapat given ang span L, no? So idagdag natin dito sa with span of 6 meter. So 6 meters. Okay? So to solve this problem, so let us now try to compute for this problem. So dito drinawin ko na yung ating stress diagram tsaka ating strain diagram, no? Strain. Okay, so from that ay pwede na tayong mag-compute ng ating capacity. Ang capacity kasi natin VMN is pwedeng 0.85 FC prime AB D minus A over 2. Pwede rin namang VMN is equal to AS V AS FY or FS. Depende kung ano yung mag-govern. Times D minus A over 2. Okay? Ngayon, FC prime given naman, mako-compute rin natin itong phi. So, unahin muna natin computein ay yung value ng A. No? So, yung A muna. Kasi ang ating reduction factor, nakadepende rin kung tension controlled or compression controlled. So, for the solution, so let us now compute for the depth of the compression block. So, this is 0.85 FC prime AB. And this is ASFY or FS. Depende, no? Tapos ito naman ay FY over ES or FS over ES. Okay? That is now the yield strain ng steel. So, hindi natin alam kung FS or FY ang gagamitin. So, FS is equal to 600 times D minus C over C. So, kailangan rin nating ma-solve yung value ng C since ang C natin ay naka-base rin sa depth ng compression block. Okay, so kailangan ang solution natin dito, i-compute muna natin yung depth ng compression block. So by applying summation of forces horizontal equal to 0, so that is C is equal to T 0.85 FC prime AB is equal to AS. Hindi natin alam kung kung Fy or Fs. So assume tension steel yield, no? Magkakaroon muna tayo ng assumption dito para mapabilis natin yung computation. So ina-assume natin that Fs is greater than or equal to Fy. So AS Fy. So dahil nag-assume tayo Fs tension steel yield, so we use Fy na. So 0.85 tapos FC prime is 25 megapascal. Ayun na. Ito yung FC prime natin. Tapos Fy is 400 yan, no? AS Fy. So 0.85 FC prime A times yung base natin ay 280. So AS is equal to, so sabi niya dito 491 raw ang gamitin natin, tatlong bakal yan, tatlong 25. So tatlong 491 mm squared times 400 na. So mas solve natin yung value ng A, so that the value of A is 99.025 mm. Okay. Then how about the value of our A? Sana nga ulit equal yung formula ng A. ABC or A is equal to beta sub 1 times C. So that 99.025 millimeters is equal to beta sub 1. At kailangan natin malaman yung beta sub 1 pala bago natin makompute. Okay. So, saan na ulit equal yung beta sub 1 natin? So, check lang natin dito, no? So, dahil hindi sinabi sa problem, ang beta sub 1 na gagamitin natin ay NSCP 2015. So, kapag 28, pagitan ng 28 at saka 17, below 17 at saka 28. So, beta sub 1 is 0.85. So, dito tayo magpo-fall sa 0.85 value. So, here, beta sub 1 is 0.85. Beta sub 1 is less than or equal to 25. And then 28. Dahil mas mababa siya sa 28 megapascal. Ay, hindi. Tama. Below. So, use beta sub 1 is 0.85. So, 0.85 multiply by C. Therefore, mas solve natin dito yung value po ng ating C, which is equal to 116.50 millimeters. Okay? So, that is now the value of C. Then, how to solve if nag-yield ba yung bakal or hindi? So, paano natin malalaman? So, check. Dito na tayo sa second procedure. So, step 1 yan, check. Step 2 is check if tension steel yield. So, para malaman natin kung nag-yield ang bakal, so, comparison niya ng Fs and Fy. So, para ma-solve natin yan, given naman yung Fy natin ang Fy natin 400. Ang hindi lang natin alam yung Fs. So, applying the formula 600 multiplied by D minus C over C. Ito muna yung formula na i-apply natin. So, 600 multiplied by the effective depth, which is 500. So, na-solve na natin yung C. 116.50 over 116.50. So, here, we can solve for the value of Fs, and the value of Fs here is 1975.11 megapascal. Okay, so itong Fs na to, i-compare natin siya sa Fy. Ang Fy natin is 400 megapascal. So therefore, this is greater than the value of Fy. So tama po ba yung assumption natin? So ang sabi natin, ang assumption natin, assume tension still yield. Fs is greater than Fy. So therefore, okay. So TSY tayo, or tension still yield. So ibig sabihin, yung na-compute nating value ng A and C dyan are correct. Okay? So dahil alam na natin yan, pwede na tayong mag-solve ng VMN, or yung ultimate moment capacity. Pero bago yun, ito ay Fs value. So dapat malaman natin kung tension controlled ba siya or compression controlled. So sabi natin ang ES ay 0.005 pagka tension controlled. ES is 0.002 kapag compression controlled. Kapag transition naman, in between ng dalawang yan, no? So let us try to compute for ES. Sana nga ulit equal yung ES. ES is equal to Fy over ES. So Fy over ES. Pero sabi natin, nag-yield yung bakal. Dahil nag-yield ang bakal, Fy ang gagamitin natin. So ibig sabihin, ES is equal to Fy over ES. Okay. So kung gagamitin natin yan doon, okay, so that is Fs din kasi yan, no? So kumbaga, ang magiging formula niyan ay Fy over 200,000. Okay, so to solve for Fs, so magiging Fs over 200,000 din yan, no? So ang ES natin ay equal sa Fs na 600. So 600 D minus C over C all over 200,000. So babalik lang to sa 0.003 times D minus C over C. So pang check lang natin ang ating strain. So pero kahit hindi na natin ma-check yung ES, since nalaman naman nating tension controlled siya, no? Pero maganda pa rin, i-check pa rin natin. So try lang natin compute. 0.003 times D is 500 minus 116.5. Yung ating C, 50 over 116.50. Okay. Here, the value is 0.0099, which is greater than or equal siya sa 0.005. So therefore, tension controlled siya. Sabi natin kanina, pagka mas malaki siya sa 0.005, nandun siya sa tension controlled. Ito yung graph na yan, no? Ayan. Pagka greater than siya. Okay? Pero kung boundary siya, transition, tapos kapag 0.002 or less than, siya ay compression controlled. Okay? So therefore, in this problem, this is a tension controlled. Then, therefore, the value of V is 0.90. Okay? So, alam na natin yung 0.90, yung V. Alam na rin natin yung A. Therefore, pwede na nating masolve yung ultimate moment capacity. So, therefore, PMN is equal to V 0.85 FC prime AB times D minus A over 2. Okay? So, that is 0.90. What is 0.85? Ayun, FC prime is 25. Tapos, A is 99.025 times, okay, so hindi magkakasya, dito na lang sa baba. So 0.90, 0.85, 25, 99.025. Yan yung value ng A kanina na na-compute. Tapos yung B is 280 times 500 minus A over 2, which is 99.025 over 2. Okay? So the value of PMN here is 238.88 kilonewton. Times 10 raised to 6 yan, no? Times 10 raised to 6 Newton millimeter. Kasi naka-Newton at millimeter yan. So, kung i-convert nyo yan into kilonewton meter, so mawawala yung times 10 raised to 6, magiging, kasi di-divide nyo rin yan sa 10 raised to 6, 238.88 kilonewton meter. Okay, so this is now the value of PMN. Yan ay kung magsasummation tayo, Mn is equal to C times Z. So, other way ng pag-solve ng PMN natin is equal to VAS, Fy or Fs. Fy na ang gagamitin natin, D minus A over 2. So, this is 0.90. Ilang bakal? Tatlo. Tapos, anong gagamitin? 491 times 400 times gagamitin na area ng bakal yung ibig ko sabihin doon. So, tapos minus 99.025 over 2. Okay? So, therefore, the value of PMN here is 238.88 kilonewton meter. So, mapapansin nyo, same siya. Okay, same po dapat ang magiging value dahil yan ay equilibrium. So, here is the answer for letter A. Okay, to solve for letter B, sabi niya, kapag actual moment capacity, yung maximum moment na nakuha mo ay 250. So, letter B, if MU is 250 kilonewton meter, safe or unsafe? Sabi natin, VMN must be greater than or equal to MU. Greater than ba siya? So ang ating PMN is 238.88 while yung ating MU is 250. So therefore, ito ay less than. So therefore, unsafe. So pagka unsafe, hindi po magandang implementation yan. So ibig sabihin, mas malaki yung ultimate moment capacity mo. So kailangan either magpalaki ka ng size ng beam or yung magdagdag ka ng tension reinforcement po sa bakal natin, no? So letter C naman, if MU is equal to 200 kilonewton meter, safe raw ba? So PMN is 238.88, then MU is 200 kilonewton meter po yan, no? So therefore greater than, so ito po ay safe. Okay. Okay, so for the letter D, ang pag-solve po natin doon ay, sabi niya, safe live load. So kung meron tayong uniform load dito, so meron tayong dead load plus dead load at saka live load. So pag hindi sinabi sa problem, automatic yan, yung dead load na dinadala niya is yung bigat ng beam. Okay, tapos L is 6 meters. Okay, so to solve for the maximum moment, what is the maximum moment of here? Here is WL squared over 8. So kung hindi niyo alam kung WL squared over 8 ba, gamit kayo ng shear and moment diagram. So Mmax is 238. Ang gagamitin mong Mmax dito, yun na yung value ng VMN. Okay? Kasi ililimit mo na sa value na yan yung kanyang capacity. So 238.88 is equal to W ultimate times L is 6 meters over 8. So therefore, ang mako-compute nating value ng ultimate uniform load is 53.08 kilonewton per meter. So ngayon, hindi natin alam yung dead load. So ang tinatanong dito is safe live load. So para malaman, so dead load is equal to gamma times area. So gamma is 23.6 kilonewton per cubic meter daw ang gamitin natin na unit weight, times yung area ng beam ay 0.28. Okay. So, yun yung base niya. Pero, dapat ay total height to, no? So, in case man na hindi binigay, dapat meron tong given, no? So let's say 60 millimeters to. So kung 60 millimeters yan, magiging 560 or multiply by 0.56. So ang dead load natin ay 3.70 kilonewton per meter. Okay? So ultimate is 1.2 dead load kapag NSCP na bago, plus 1.6 ng live load. NSCP 2010 and 2015 na. So ultimate load, ilan yung na-compute natin? Ito 53.08 is equal to 1.2 ng 3.7 plus 1.6 ng live load. Okay? So mapapalabas nating weight ng live load dito ay 30.40 kilonewton per meter. So here is now the answer for this problem. Okay? So this is the answer for letter C. So this is not the answer. Binilugan ko lang itong sa ultimate. Okay. Tapos this is the answer for letter B and C. Tapos this is the answer for A. So that's all for this example in this problem. So I hope you learn a lot from this video tutorial. So thank you for watching, and again, this is Engineer Rex, and see you again sa next problem pa na pwede nating ma-solve. So thank you for watching.